I want to start off this stream by reacting to this video. Mr. Beast, what life after winning actually is like. It's just a little bit confusing to me. You know what? Let's start the video and then we'll go into it into more detail.
It's been a minute since you've heard from me. We're gonna have a little chat today, you and I. And we're gonna get on the same page, okay? Start to figure this out. Well, what's up, guys? This is just probably to the people that are already subscribed here. But if you're not subscribed, just to go ahead.
I'm going to speed it up a little bit. But basically, you're going to understand why I'm reacting to this video in a second.
And reintroduce myself. So it's in a Mr. Beast video a year and a half ago, and today
he was in a Mr. Beast video. If you don't remember which one it was, I'm just going to tell you first because I just don't care. But it was the grocery store video where he was in a grocery store for as many days as possible. But every single time that Mr. Beast came back, he had to give Mr. Beast an item from the grocery store. That's basically the lore.
I want to recap and let you guys know what is life like after you've been in a Mr. Beast video and after winning a large sum of money, and how much money is left from the Mr. Beast video, and what am I doing now? What's life look like today? Out of the $450,000, the amount of money from that is in my physical bank account is zero. I have no money left from the Mr. Beast grocery store video. The caveat of that statement is that the money that I won from the video, the bulk of it was used to purchase the house that I'm currently sitting in.
He won $450,000 from the Mr. Beast video. He spent the money on his home that he is living in. He's going to explain that he has equity in the house. That's good. Everything is swell there. However, he still doesn't look very happy. And you're going to understand why he's not happy in a second, but at the end of the day, you were chosen to be in a Mr. Beast video and won $450,000 off of that. That's nothing to just shrug off. You know what I mean? That's nothing to just glance over.
This house appraised for $750,000. I live in Nashville, Tennessee. We were able to build the house and pull out a loan for $500K, essentially leaving us with $250,000 in equity in the house. So, although I do not have the physical money in my bank account from the Mr. Beast video, I have the equity in this house, which is essentially a bank account also. That was obviously a year and a half ago. This house has appreciated.
If you don't know how real estate works, you could pull out that equity whenever you need to. I mean, you can't pull it all out. You should never pull out all the equity from your house unless you're completely selling it and getting rid of it. But that's a whole bank account. You have made money even after the fact. What's the best way to put it? You invested into a home, which is going to, one, keep a roof over your family's head, and it's building money as the years go on. Plus, if you ever decide to sell that house, you bought the house in 2020, 2021. With that being said, you basically, maybe it was a little bit after. Either way, you're buying a house in the worst market ever where houses just keep on going up and up and up in price, and you live in Nashville, Tennessee. You could sell that house and make money on it. There's no way that you can't.
Appreciated already, even in the year we bought it. There's the answer. I don't have any money from the Beast video in my bank account, but at least I have the equity of the money that I invested into real estate. The lesson here is invest in real estate and buy a house. I can't imagine having absolutely nothing to show for a year and a half later. $450,000 is life-changing for a lot of people. We would have never been able to afford this house if I hadn't won that money. At the same time, I live in Nashville, Tennessee. It's a very expensive city. For someone living in a rural part of Mississippi, Alabama, $450K is gonna last way longer.
I'm not trying to like flame this guy whatsoever. I'm not trying to flame him. I'm not trying to make him look bad. I'm not trying to poke at him in any way. However, I do have to say the way that he's speaking in this video rubs me the wrong way, because it seems like, you know, well, $450,000 is nice, but you know, I wish that I still had money. But the thing is, bro, you have a whole house. You're able to live in a house that you got half the money for. Do you know how important that is? That's huge, bro. I'm not, me as a person, I'm not gonna be able to buy a house for a minute. And guess what? When I do buy a house, I'm gonna have a crazy mortgage. Why? Because I can't afford to put a $450,000 down payment. You know what I mean? Like he sounds like he's not happy about the situation in its entirety, and it kind of rubs me the wrong way.
$450K as a grown man, that's going to pay off debt. It's all very responsible things that the money is going toward. It's not really that exciting.
You serious?
Do you see what I'm talking about? It's not really that exciting. What do you mean it's not really that exciting? Dude, it's $450,000 in your pocket after taxes. What do you mean it's not that exciting? That's an instant upgrade in your life. It is life-changing. If you wanted to, you could have invested the $450,000, but you didn't. You went and you bought a house. Whatever he gave you, you could have flipped it to $1 million. You could have flipped the $450,000 to $1 million, but you didn't. You bought a house. That was your decision, and it was a good decision, but you make it seem like it wasn't a good decision and you're not happy with the amount that you were given. Am I crazy for thinking this? Just the way that he's speaking about it. It's the body language. It's his straight face, like he's not happy. But I digress.
A 2008 Ford Ranger with the money I bought. That was how I spent it on my splurge.
So he bought a house and a used car.
The next thing I wanted to talk about is what I have been referring to as the Beast blow up. So essentially the Beast blow up is when you go on a Mr. Beast video, you make a name for yourself, whether that's through winning money or having a personality that people really resonate with. After that video is released and published on YouTube, you gain a massive following if you push it on social media, which I pursued it after the grocery store. I went to, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, obviously, and put out videos pertaining to the Mr. Beast stuff. The dilemma with the Beast blow up, if you're not familiar with it, you can get trapped. And I got trapped. And I will admit, I milked it on YouTube for sure. And putting out videos every week, kind of hinting to the Mr. Beast stuff. The gap of viewage was insane. And I think part of that.
So before he even continues, I want to basically give you a little quick rundown. So basically, this man ended up making videos and content after the Mr. Beast video so that he could keep on milking the content. However, he's saying that he got trapped by making content and getting that mass following all at once. He got trapped because they don't watch the other content that he puts out. But I flipped a house in 30 days and made 50K. Do you think somebody in Mr. Beast's community is watching this? I would, because that's something that I might be a little bit more entertained by. But the majority of Mr. Beast's community is children. They're a younger audience. So Garage Conversation regrets 2 years later, money sign. That's not something that a younger person's going to watch. Now, let's see. This is where I spent $450,000 I won in the grocery store. 1.9 million views because this had to pertain to Mr. Beast and what you did with the money. People want to see how people spend money, right? Okay. Buying a house after winning 450K, 80K views. Life has gotten crazy, 9.1K views because they weren't there for your content. They were there for the Mr. Beast aesthetic. That's just what it comes down to. Most of the Mr. Beast winners try and make content afterwards thinking that they just got put on, but the reality of it is they are not interested in your content. They're interested in the aesthetic of Mr. Beast content, except for one person. The one person who was in a Mr. Beast video and actually completely popped off was the girl that lives in the Bop House, Camilla, whatever her last name is. I think she was in the Squid Games video one, but in the comment section, people were like, yo, she should make an OnlyFans. She should make an OnlyFans. She should. And guess what she did? She said, you know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna ride the wave. She made an OnlyFans and then she popped off. So now she has a podcast and then she just spiraled and now she has bread. Not only that, but she was making some crazy TikToks and shorts with her brother. We're not gonna get into that, but she monetized on it because people were looking for that content. It's degenerate for sure, but she made a way for herself. She saw the comments. She said, I'm gonna lock in. And that's just what happened. But this dude, he doesn't really have much to offer that a Mr. Beast audience would want to watch. It's just not here. Playing poker with an NFL quarterback, that's cool. Trying the spiciest chicken sandwich in Nashville. You know what I mean? It's just Mr. Beast audience is not going to watch this.
The algorithm knows the people who are subscribed to me. It knows what they watch. It's hard mentally to push past the non-Beast stuff and do your own shit. The way I'm wired, you see numbers, you see likes, you see engagement. That is really exciting.
And that's it. What he just said is exactly why you can't just think that you're going to pop off after a Mr. Beast video. It's happened to too many people where they win and they think that their career is about to skyrocket on YouTube or Twitch or whatever the case is. And then it goes nowhere. Your algorithm kind of loses sight of your audience because you've just gotten a bunch of subscribers from every every corner of the internet, and every person likes different things. So it's like your algorithm no longer is pushing the content to your normal audience. It's trying to find every single person that it could please. And when nobody clicks on the video, it just dies. And that's how my videos go sometimes, but it is what it is. That's just the game of YouTube.
Cool. It feels validating, right? But at the same time, like, I'm not going to do that. It's not my content. I don't do that kind of stuff. Let me show you an example. September 16th, 2024. Okay, on Instagram. It's got 212 likes, 5 comments, and 1 share. All right, scroll up to August 18th, a month earlier, right? I post, it's been a year since a Mr. Beast grocery store.
This is the thing that I'm talking about. He sounds, look, again, like I said, I'm not trying to poke at this dude. I'm not trying to like rip on him. It's just what I'm viewing as an outsider. It seems privileged. You sound privileged as fuck. You're mad that this photo right here, or you're not mad. I won't say mad. You're upset that this photo that you have with Mr. Beast has 3,177 likes, and the one of you and your wife has what, 250? Like, dude, they don't know you on a personal level. That's just what it comes down to. They're here for Mr. Beast and Mr. Beast only. That's it. Anything that relates to the money that you won, they want to see that content. That's it. You don't have any more of that content, then it's done. You got to make a new YouTube channel. You gotta start outreaching.
Beast grocery store. 3,177 likes, 36 comments, 13 people shared it. A couple months before, here we are, just a picture of me at the beach.
I'm not gonna lie. If I saw that photo on my Instagram, I'm not liking it. I'm sorry. Why are you posting like that, my brother? What are we doing? Come on now. You could have hit a better pose than that, bro.
116 people liked it. The algorithm thinks the people that are following me don't want to see that. And they want to see, like, if I put another Mr. Beast, I swear to God, if I put a picture with me and Jimmy, it would do numbers. Just no caption, nothing. If I just put a picture of me with Mr. Beast right next, it would get a bunch of likes and a bunch of engagement. So the fact is, it is what it is at this point. I won $450,000. Can't complain about that. But the shitty part is that my social media is currently kind of skewed. And the reason I'm making this video, it's taken me a year and a half to basically realize, like, if I'm gonna do this, I just gotta keep putting out my content and hopefully, you know, something happens.
That is legit how it goes for every single person on the internet. That's just how it goes. I've been making content for a year and a month a year and a month at this point, like very consistently. And I just hit 1,010 subscribers on YouTube. You have to grind. It's not just going to come to you. It comes to some people. Some people get an easy break and they just fucking skyrocket, but that doesn't happen to everybody. You got to work for this shit. Yeah, you got a nice little shout out. Yes, you were put on by Mr. Beast. You won a large sum of money, but if you want to make content and think that everybody's just immediately going to click because you were a Mr. Beast winner, that's not going to happen. I'm not even sour about this because I don't feel like, oh, you're talking bad, but I don't have that. Like, it's nothing like that. It's just like, this video comes off weird to me. Not weird. It comes off as if you feel privileged, and that's not something that really goes over well with the internet, in my opinion.
That's the Beast blow up, the Beast dilemma. That's what happens when you go on a Mr. Beast video and you try to create social media and you make content around it afterwards. It's really hard. It's really hard to keep the momentum going. All right, so who am I? I'm a 31-year-old husband, father of 2, soon to be 3, living in Nashville, Tennessee. What do? I do real estate. That's the bulk of what I've been doing. The majority.
Well, I think that just speaks for it. Like this, I don't feel bad for him. Honestly, I can't even say that I feel bad for him whatsoever, because realistically, he won $450,000. He got a shout out from Mr. Beast, and he got followers and subscribers on YouTube. That's just what it comes down to. You won. I can understand that you feel frustrated that it didn't keep rolling in the money, but it's like, bro, at the end of the day, you won. So if you did enjoy this video, please leave a like, comment, subscribe, and I'm gonna talk to you guys on the next one. Take care.
I don't think this love for me. I don't think you the one for me. I don't think you see me when you fucking up all in your dream. I don't think you got trust for me. Just ain't what I see.